there's a moment on the path of awakening where everything fundamentally changes. And I would say it changes for the better. And life after that's, well, it's not the same. Now, most of you might be thinking, oh, well, I'm talking about awakening, that moment where we wake up from delusion and we see through, for the first time, the self-referential thought structure. That's not what I'm talking about, believe it or not. Not that that's not crucial, but actually for me, and I think for a lot of people that I speak to, the fundamental change that changes it all is when we truly realize that this is not a thing that I'm doing, that I'm practicing occasionally. This is life. This is my whole life. And all of life is calling me to wake up. All of it. Every experience in life is an opportunity for practice. Is an opportunity for me to wake up to the truth of that experience. So instead of it just being me, the guy that goes to work, meditates in the evening, goes and plays some basketball or goes to the cinema, comes back, maybe meditates a bit more, reads a book on awakening, goes to sleep. Those things can still happen, but what's truly seen and truly felt is all of it. As Ram Dass would say, all of experience becomes grist for the mill of awakening. And once that slight shift in perspective, when we truly embody that knowing that this is it, it's all of life, it's all right now, it's all calling us to wake up. Once we feel that, once we truly embody that, life will never be the same. Every single word, every single sound, every experience, every delusional thought, every moment of joy, all of it it's part of this process, and it's calling us to wake up further and further, or you could say deeper and deeper into life, as life. It's like we truly hear the song of awakening in life that unfolds in every moment. Now, believe it or not, this is not synonymous with that moment of awakening. I've met many people that have had awakening experiences, and yet they still are compartmentalizing their life into awakening stuff and non-awakening stuff, into family life, work life, sport life, meditation life. You know, you've got all these different sections. So it's interesting that actually, even if we've had an awakening experience, it doesn't necessarily mean that our entire heart, body, soul, mind turns towards the waking up process. Now, this can happen before, it can happen after. But once, like I've said before, once we really realize deep in our being that this is it, this is what we wake up to, this is what is waking us up, this moment, all of life in this moment, then yeah, it totally changes. It changes the way in which we approach every moment, the way in which we interact with people. We know that there's a deep wisdom at the heart of every experience calling us to listen. And we listen. We don't try to make anything of it. We don't try to get anything out of it. We listen to the wisdom in the moment. So the moment that everything changed for me, and changes, I would say, for most people, is where they truly go forth on the path of awakening. They feel almost like a turning about in experience, where they're no longer living the life as the character, trying to get things done and having a hobby of meditation and awakening. they feel all of their being turned towards the path of awakening. And with that, it's impossible to describe the doors that will open, the way in which life will change, the way in which experience will blossom. But it's pretty astounding. It's pretty astounding. So see if you can experience or sense into the way in which you compartmentalize life, the way in which we're telling ourselves a story that there's this thing called waking up, which is separate from what I am and what I do. And see if we can let go of that belief and look for the opportunities in each moment to wake up to the moment.